explanation of scripture. It's just a simple question. What's inviting in you? Yeah. I mean, that is, I believe, a very important question to a whole lot of people, especially Christians, of course. People in darkness, y'all could choose to question your more likely inhabitation of the trees that is bearing fruit in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because what's bearing forth fruit either is coming to bring destruction or deliverance, Yeah. Satan comes to steal, as what John 10:10. Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but Jesus comes to bring life and life more abundantly. And the interesting thing, the number 10 that I would like to share on this video means the idea, as you know about the 10 commandments, and about there were 10 plagues, but the number 10 means fulfillment. Fulfillment. When 10 happens, it's fulfillment, and it also means covenant. God said, if the children of Israel fulfill these 10, that they will be in relationship with Him. You know what I'm saying? It's about a fulfillment idea. And what Jesus, interesting, that is in John 10:10, is if you are in covenant with darkness, you come to fulfill Him, And the thing is, is the fulfillment of covenant. And the thing is, you fulfill the ideal of whatever, who you in covenant. If you're in covenant with darkness, you're going to fulfill something of, wickedness. But if you're in covenant with the light, you're going to fulfill something of righteousness. It's kind of like that idea. But someone is going to fulfill something. And it's going to fulfill is what you fill yourself with. Or more likely, in this idea of word I'm giving you, what, are you putting the seeds of the seed, as what Jesus talked about in Matthew 13. The word is a seed. The word is a seed, and the seed is the symbolic of the kingdom. And the thing is, words is a seed, and the seed is symbolic of the kingdom. And whatever seeds you are allowing inside your heart will bring forth the fulfillment as what a fruit. Yeah, duh, Matt. I just hit me, because that's what fruit means. 10 means actually fulfillment, and fruit goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? What fulfills, is what fruit you produce. If you fill yourself with seeds of the words of wickedness, or fulfillment of the ideal of evil, fruit will come out. You know what I'm saying? If you fulfill your heart with the seeds of righteousness, the fruit of the seeds of the light will come out. It's kind of like that situation I'm trying to explain. Kind of got distracted. So the thing is, you must understand that fulfillment is going to happen. That's what you got to understand about this 10:10 thing. Fulfillment going to happen. And as what Jesus saying in the John 15 is, who's abiding in you. Channel 8 is in my way. Channel 8, breaking news. Interesting traffic. What's abiding in you is what you going to, produce. Ooh, let me say that again. It's what Jesus is trying to say, because he's talking about trees, a seed that grows a tree that bear forth fruit. He said, what's abiding in you is what, watch this, what kingdom is you going to produce? Let me say that again. What is inviting in you is what kingdom is what you going to produce. It's not, it may be produce, it might grow. No, there's no might grow. It's going to produce it, whether you don't want to produce it or not. That unfortunately people that listen to darkness and perform sins that got them doing wickedness, is they think, while they're wondering why all these bad things are happening, why I'm facing so much bad things, and why people are treating me bad. Well, the kingdom that you produced out of from you listening and taking heed to that negative seed of the words that you've been listening to, whether it's songs, whether it's somebody talking, those words that you took in and made abide in you has bred forth, went through your soil, that produced and become a tree, and it bear forth fruit of what negativity, and negativity is supposed to produce in your life, or more likely negativity is supposed to fulfill. It's a fulfillment. You like I said, the ideal of a tree, you cannot stop. You cannot stop the seeds. I mean, you can't stop fruit from growing from a tree. You know what I'm saying? You can't put no Band-Aid or or some tape near that area and say fruit don't grow. But when the season time comes, nothing can stop fruit from producing from where it's coming from, and how many fruit that is producing is what the objective idea I want you to get. Because like not over here we have mangoes, and mangoes is wonderful. I love mangoes, will always love mangoes, and mangoes and avocados too, produce comes out. I walk by the mango tree and the avocado tree, and it's like bam, they come out that tree, and they fulfill their purpose regardless. You can't tell, see, and we can't spiritually go inside of ourselves and say, if we have bad trees up there that produce fruit, say, bad trees, please don't produce bad fruit, please, bad trees. We can't stop it. What have already been sown inside you is going to reap regardless. That's what Paul is trying to say in Galatians 6. You sow to the flesh corruption, you sow to the spirit everlasting life. It's going to come out regardless of what you got to understand about what abides in you. Everybody's, think it's everybody else's fault of how bad their life is going and bad their life is getting. And, it's everybody's fault, but it's not the seeds that you sown in your heart. It's not the influence that you are listening to that has, gave you instructions to do things that will end up you sinning. That doesn't get the blame these days, of people. But like I said, it takes an honest heart to have a relationship with God. Are you going to be honest and say, I have listened to negative influence that have sown seeds in my heart, that have produced trees that bear forth fruit, that is causing the bad cycles of situations that are happening in my family and my friends. Are you going to become honest about that reality that I allowed things to abide in me that, made me dismal, instead of, you're supposed to let Jesus Christ, the seeds of the word of God, abide in you that will make you a disciple. Either you become dismal or you become a disciple. You know what I'm saying? Your pick and your choose. But those that become honest knows that they need Jesus Christ to come abide in them, that they can have the ability through his word of God, as they operate by faith through grace, to give them the ability to produce the fruit that they can love their neighbor as love one another, love their neighbor as they love themselves. Yeah, they can love God and love their neighbor as they love themselves. And they can, have the love that's everlasting, and they can have the joy that is unspeakable, that the joy of the Lord will be their strength in spite of what situations are going on in their life and how bad and terrible they is. They have joy. They can remain happy knowing that God is going to take care of the situation, the circumstances that's happening in your life. And they will have the peace that passes understanding because they understand that the God that created the heavens and earth is taking care of the problem in the situation, and they put all of their trust in him. They will have that ability and live a life that is, pleasing unto God, even though people around you living in wickedness and darkness and bitterness and terrible things are happening to them. This is what the outcome comes when concerning who you allow abide, what you allow abide in you. But I want to let you know, if you let wickedness abide in your heart and you grow trees of darkness, what happens is, guess who got permission to dwell there based upon the seeds that's sown and the trees are there? Guess who got permission? The kingdom of darkness. The kingdom of darkness can now have residence in your heart and can get your heart doing things that more negative things that you thought you will never be capable of doing, concerning other people and concerning yourself and concerning a lot of things that people don't realize. What trees that grow give permission for the kingdom of darkness of evil spirits, wickedness, demons, whoever. But it's about what kind of trees you dwell in, is what permission people have to, spiritual permission people have to get in your heart, is what you must understand about this rule of abiding. A rule of abiding, what abides in you. Jesus Christ wants and presenting himself as an invitation to abide in you, because he wants you to become better in you, because he knows that he saw his Father created us in his image and his likeness, and he knows that God is supposed to be in the people of God, of God's creation. If those that come in the revelation of that reality and be honest that, look, I need God, I need Jesus Christ to abide in me if I'm going to fulfill my purpose concerning that he created me for. Those that will be honest, but those that will be dishonest and think, oh, I got it from here. I can take care of these negative trees that's producing negative fruit inside me, and I'm going to turn out good some kind of way, or good outcomes going to happen. Look, I just like this channel means about reality. Let reality speak for itself, and let the outcomes of people that are operating in the wickedness and darkness, and see their outcomes that happen to them, that says, oh, I got it, I can handle all this negativity and wickedness and happiness, and bam, this happened, bam, that happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's real reality. It's as what Paul says. Sowing and reaping is a matter of sowing and reaping. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. What a person soweth, they shall also reap, is what the ideal of what fruit dwells in you is going to still be based upon what it abides in you. All right, that's the message, and I hope you got it. To God be the glory, and forever, in Jesus' name, amen.